Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brainbean here again, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new keyboard from Ducky. Where?
It's a keyboard mouse.
Oh, it's a mouse. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brainbean here again, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new product from Ducky, but it's actually not a keyboard this time around. We're looking at their new Feather lightweight gaming mouse, and I'm doing a little bit of a different approach in this video. I'm going to try to do this review as quickly as possible to try to do just a short and sweet video that's very easy to digest and just knock it out, in a couple of minutes. So let me know what you guys think about this format, but without any further delays, let's check out the mouse. The Ducky Feather is a lightweight ambidextrous mouse that comes in at 65 grams. It sports a pretty low profile design measuring in at 124 millimeters long, and it's 59 millimeters at its thinnest point all the way up to 65 millimeters wide. And it's just 36 millimeters tall, which makes its profile very similar to something like the Razer Viper. On the sides of the mouse, there are some cutouts to shave weight, but I do like that the top shell remains solid, as I personally don't really like the feeling of Swiss cheese mice. Construction here feels solid, there's no frame creak, and the finish is a nice matte texture which feels good on the hands. Being that this is a smaller mouse, it definitely lends itself more to fingertip or claw grip, but you might be able to palm or do like a relaxed fingertip grip if you have smaller hands. I have larger hands, so I found that this mouse is a little bit on the thin side for me. The sculpt to mouse 1 and 2 have rather flat finger grooves that I think definitely could be a little bit deeper, as I kind of felt like my fingers were wanting to slide off the edges. The grips on the side of the mouse are a dotted plastic texture, and I would have much preferred rubberized grips here, as I found the plastic ones were a little bit uncomfortable, and I think the way the texture is done would make it difficult to stick aftermarket grips on these too. The Feather uses Huano micro switches that have a nice snappy tactility to them, and they're rated to last 50 million clicks. I really enjoy the quick snappy action on these switches. Mouse 1 and 2 feel very solid, offering very little wobble. The side buttons are pretty light feeling. I definitely like a little bit more resistance, but they are easy to identify by feel and they perform just fine. The Feather has a clickable scroll wheel that has a very light tactility to the rolling action. It's surprisingly very subtle, almost to the point of not being able to feel it, and I think this could be improved upon a little bit. The rubber texture on the scroll wheel though feels quite nice, and the action is rather smooth. And of course I wouldn't leave you guys without a quick sound test, so let's listen to those sweet clicks on the Ducky Feather. The Feather uses the PixArt PMW3389DM optical sensor with 7 preset DPI settings that can be toggled on the underside of the mouse. Now while we're here, you'll also notice the 2 sliders for adjusting the liftoff distance from low, default to high, and you can change the polling rate as well from 125 to 500 or 1000 Hertz. And I like that Ducky was able to make this mouse pretty customizable without the use of software by combining these dedicated controls and combining them with other buttons on the mouse as well for changing things like going from left to right-handed mode or toggling one of the 10 preset lighting animations. You can also create custom lighting profiles as well, although it does take a little bit of work because you are doing this with just the mouse buttons. The grip has 3 separate LEDs for some neat looking animations on that Ducky logo, and there is a single LED in the scroll wheel. The PTFE feet glide nice and smooth. I also like in the box you get 2 different sets of glides, so if you want to change the configuration you can do that as well. And the Feather has a 1.8 meter paracord cable that feels pretty light and flexible that offers very little resistance when moving the mouse. Performance on the Feather was surprisingly really good overall. It lends itself well to quick snappy FPS gameplay. The lightweight design paired with the nimble frame and paracord make for a feeling of a wireless mouse even with the cord attached. Overall, for 65 bucks, the Feather is a very respectable jump into mice from Ducky. I think this is a great mouse option for people with medium-sized hands or people that like thinner mice, and the ambidextrous design makes it a good all-around option for lots of people. The all-on-board controls are a nice touch, and the overall package is just a really good value for the price. And going into this review, I was expecting to get a mouse that looked like it was designed by a company that doesn't do mice, if that makes sense, but the Feather certainly shows that Ducky is capable of applying their skills at designing keyboards to other peripherals as well. Well, that's it for the video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this new short and sweet format. I don't think I'll be doing it for every video, but certainly think that there are certain products that lend themselves to just a nice, quick, clear, concise review that you don't have to sift through 10 minutes of extra fluff just to get the information that you want. And of course, you guys can follow me on Twitter at Brainbean Gaming for all my giveaway announcements and stuff like that. And if you made it this far into the video, I'd love to see you subscribe. So I've got a lot more videos like this coming for you in the very near future. But as always, guys, stay safe out there. Take care of each each other, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brainbean here again, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new...
What did you keep?